Welcome to Outcast podcast.
I'm Sunny.
And I'm Julienne.
And this is a podcast that will call you by your stage name, call you Dr. Worm. Welcome.
Dr. Worm?
Yeah, that's a song.
Now,
They Might Be Giants.
Now I'm just imagining all the people that are listening are just worms with like headphones on. It's like,
Aww.
Yes, good podcast.
Yeah. Not a real doctor, but they are real worms. That's a line from the song.
I like that. I am gonna turn you down a bit down this episode just to see how that affects the episode. So sorry if Sunny's a bit lower than usual, but I did notice in the last one you are a bit higher than.
We're still figuring out how to make a podcast as we make it and how to do all the recording and stuff.
Yeah, it's a definitely trial and error stuff.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing, but we're figuring it out.
Yeah, and it's fun.
The awkward worms watching will be understanding, I'm sure.
Can we call our viewers and fans that? Are they awkward?
Oh
worms?
yeah, we should be. Oh yeah, the awkward worms. Yeah. I like that.
Have you heard of the song Worms? Like, worms got a funny little problem. If you cut them in half, they grow right back. Now you got two worms.
No, I don't know that one. After we finish filming, I'll send you the Dr. Worm and you can send me that one and we'll listen to one.
I don't know who it's by. I still, to this day, I don't know who it's by.
I'll help you look for it.
Okay, thank you. It was on One Tree Media, so I don't know. If anyone's aware of who's the owner, just comment down below if you also found it. Cool. Welcome to Awkward Outcast podcast. I'm Julienne.
I'm Sunny. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hey, welcomed. And that tagline is a reference to a YouTube series because today we're talking about YouTube stuff that inspires us. YouTubers, YouTube series, and YouTube videos.
Yeah. Impactful YouTubers, too.
Yes, impactful YouTubers and videos and stuff.
Everything surrounding that environment of wording. Hi. Usually we I don't know. Do you want like small talk or just get into it?
Oh, I don't know.
Cause
we can do
sometimes
small talk.
Okay. Cause sometimes we usually do that beforehand, but we had like connection issues.
Yeah.
How was your
day? I
day?
mute myself for a second so I can sneeze. Hold on.
Oh, you're good. Gesundheit fish?
Oh, I'm allergic to podcasts.
Oh no! Dogs and Elvis. Oh no! Gesundheit fish.
Fish.
Yeah, I say Gesundheit fish. It's a memory.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Started doing it when I was younger, and then I just kind of never stopped.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. How was your day? Or days?
Quite good. I watched a lot of YouTube videos to prepare for this.
Nice. Anything that surprised you? Like rewatching it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, actually, which I guess we'll talk about in the episode.
Ooh, nice.
Then I practiced stuff for school, and I cleaned the bathroom.
Nice. That sounds good. I haven't really done anything today, but yesterday I was watching movies, so I can like figure out how to direct and what I like, what kind of angles and camera angles and like all that, like the relations to the characters and like the depth and if the camera's moving or the actors and the camera moving or is one or the other. So just watch Rocket Man and Killing Poe again.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, it was nice. I still like them both. I kind of forgot that I was looking at the camera angle for Killing Poe and just started watching, and I'm like, oops.
That's how you know the camera angles were good.
Yeah. It was more like, what's it called? When you're not moving? Still? Wow. Like more still camera angles and like Rocket Man. It's like mostly the camera is always moving. Not always,
Yeah.
but just like.
Interesting. I haven't seen either of those yet.
Oh, you never seen Rocket Man?
No.
It's a good one. It's a musical.
I'd like to see it. Oh. Yes, about Elton John, right?
Yeah. It's inspired by. So it's more like inspiration, and it is about him. And like with the Elton John twist, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Or maybe not twist, but more fantasy. It's really cool. I like the musical. But yeah. So, want to get into the topic? Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Do
I guess,
you-
oh yeah, so you have 3.
Yes.
I have 8, which I did not realize until this episode and preparing for it, how important YouTube has been to me or how influential it has been to me.
That's cool.
I have a new appreciation of YouTube now. So I have 8, you have 3, so we're going to do it like I do 2, you do 1, and hopefully if we ran our numbers right, we'll even out okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. Cause like the two of my 1s, 2 of my 3s are longer, and then like the first one is kind of short. But yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, some of mine I have more notes for too than others.
In any particular order or just?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so the first one is first because he's not technically a YouTuber, so I just feel like I have to like disclaimer that he just happens to have stuff on YouTube. And then the last 2 are saved for last, and I'll say why they're saved for last when I get to them. But most of my list is not in order.
Sounds good. Yeah, mine's not in order either. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, I go first. So my first one, I found him through YouTube, so that's why I'm putting him on this list. It's Tom Rosenthal. He's a singer, and I don't know how to describe. Found his music in 2020. I was feeling a bit lonely and not sure about what hugging was going to be like in the world situation.
Yeah.
So I was watching other videos and I just typed the word hug into YouTube to see what would happen. I found a few different songs. One of them was, hold on, I want to check this. It's called Hugging You by Tom Rosenthal feat. Billy Martin. And I like the song and I like the music video. So afterwards I went to his channel to see what else was there, and the little like I think it was like, you know, that little video up top that starts playing automatically. The one there, I think was Albert Camus, or I just happened to click on that next maybe. And that song really changed my feelings. I don't know.
Yeah.
In the song he says, tomorrow you could be a big hole, and then I heard that and I thought, it's today. And the next line is, the next day you could be a king. And so it really like got into my head at the right moment that things do change. It's not like everything's horrible, everything's wonderful. It just depends on the day. And it can always change. And so every time I hear that song, I just feel that same like comfortness that I felt the first time, and I listen to it all the time and feel it again. And he has another song called Now You Know, which he wrote about the death of a parent, which is not something I've experienced, but in the song he said, there's a line he says, You were born in wild Australia, had to go a long way to be who you are. And it made me start thinking of how many people I know who have moved away from where I am. And then it kind of put that into my mind, like maybe I can think about it that way. Maybe they're moving, like maybe good things will happen to them when they move. And so maybe if I think about it that way, it's not so bad. Maybe it's, oh, hold on, I don't know how to explain it right.
I understand that. I like that.
Yeah, so I don't know what he meant exactly when he was saying it, but I was just really impressed that even when he was writing, when he wasn't writing about my experience, he was still writing about my experience, even though what happens to him in that song hasn't happened to me. There was still something that connected to me, and I found that in, well, I guess I can't say all his songs because one of the songs is just the word watermelon over and over. But all his songs that have more than one word in them, I connect to something. And I think that's really cool because he writes all different things. And so, yeah, every song that comes out, I love. The most recent song came out a month or so again at the time of recording. It's called Train Enthusiast. And I've been listening to Tom Rosenthal for 2 years now, and I'm really happy that it's like I saw the title, I was like, Train Enthusiast. What does that mean? I don't know, but I know I'm gonna love it. And I listened to it, and I loved it. Yeah, and then, yeah, so Tom Rosenthal, if you ever watch and or listen to this, thank you for your amazing lyrics. I'm always impressed with what you write. You put like happiness and love and positivity and comfort into all your lyrics, even the sad ones. It always makes me feel happy. So thank you for that. When I'm sad, I just listen to Albert Camus on repeat and it makes me feel better. Okay, and then that's what I have to say for that one. And then my next one is a YouTuber called, what was it?
No, I was just gonna say that hearing that just makes me smile and happy that you found him and that he's helped you.
Oh yeah, it makes me smile and happy too. I'm really glad I found his music.
Cool.
The next one is a YouTuber called Shively Humperdink. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I've ever heard them say their last name out loud. They make mostly very short videos that are like about a minute long. Some of them are like comedy things or just like weird videos. They don't show their face, they talk over like stock footage videos. And the three that stand out to me that I want to talk about is called, first one's called Hi, the second one is called Do I Love Me, and the third one's called I Love You. And like some of his videos are just about dinosaurs that like, or actually I'm not sure Shively's gender, so I'll say they, but some of their songs, or not songs, videos are about like dinosaurs eating mac and cheese and whatever, like really like random things. But some of them are just like poetry to me, and I love them so much. And my voice sounds weird when I try to read quotes, but there's one where they say, "Can't save you, I can't wait." All right, I messed it up. I can't save you, you can't rescue me, but we can love each other. And even if everything else falls away, that's all anyone ever had anyway. And I don't know, that feels like relevant to me always, but especially now. I can't really fix everybody's problems, and they can't always fix mine, but for me, it really helps a lot when people just are there for me. And so I really want to write something someday that like feels the same way as that. So Shively Humperdink, if you ever watch, thank you for the inspiration. Your videos are only like a minute long usually, but they really impact me, and having read your comment sections, I think you impact a lot of other people too. So thank you.
You can write poetry song, whatever you want to call it, inspired by like their genre.
Yeah, I have tried before. I don't know where it is. I don't know if I've showed you. I can show it to you later, but
Sounds good.
I don't think I quite am there, but I'm trying. I really am inspired by their stuff.
Nice. Sweet. I guess my next, so, even though the topic is YouTubers, I will say that I don't actually, with the 3 that I have at the moment, I don't think I understand the topic, because one of mine is a YouTube channel that's dead, another is a person that keeps deleting their videos, and the third one isn't even a YouTuber, it's Osric, so a spoiler alert for mine, so I might not
They're on YouTube, it counts,
Yeah.
It's most inspirational things on YouTube. So if
Yeah.
they are and or ever were on YouTube, it counts.
Sounds good. Even though...
Tom Rosenthal isn't a YouTuber either, he's a singer.
True. Even though Osric's stuff isn't necessarily all on YouTube, but some of it is. But the
Mine
first
aren't all on YouTube either.
Sounds good. The first one is Unus Annus. It's a collab channel between Mark, or it was, Mark and Ethan, Markiplier, and Grand Gameplays with Amy, Mark's girlfriend. She was more behind the camera, and so it was like the 3 of them, even though the 2 guys were more forefront visually. And they uploaded a video every day for like a year, and it was just really fun experience. Oh, and I should mention that they deleted the whole channel after a year, so they did like this whole long live stream, and then they deleted the whole channel at the end, and it was just really nice to impactful, even though like it sort of started in 2019 November, I think. I could be wrong. And then it ended in November 2020. Even though 2020, I know, was such a bad year, and I'm not devalidating anyone's sorrow or sadness that came out of it, like really horrible stuff came out of it. But 2020 was the first year of my best mental health years. So there is a reason, and it's because of the other 2. The other 2 YouTubers, quotation. And I don't know, I just really like watching friends hang out and have fun together and do really weird things. Like, I crave that kind of friendship. And I miss doing that weird stuff, like crazy weird stuff. I don't know if I would do a pisana, but if a friend of mine really wants to do it, I think I would be like, okay, fine, I'll do it. You know?
What?
A pisana, do you know what that means?
Do not.
It's where they bought like this home sauna thing, and they put pee in it instead of water.
Like pee-pee?
Yeah, like pee.
Oh, is that why
like
everybody
urine.
on the recent reboot of
10-minute power hour?
10-minute power hour. Honorable mention, 10-minute power hour.
Yeah.
Is that why everyone on there was saying Mark's drinking pee again?
No, because he did drink pee in the previous videos.
Oh.
They used like this sanitize. I don't remember what it's called.
They used that on Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah, that thing. So they were just...
They drank... Link used the wrong end of Good Mythical Morning and like drank unsanitized pee. It was so gross.
Oh no. Well, I do wonder what pee tastes like now. I mean, probably not good. But yeah, I definitely want to do crazy stuff with people. Just because it's...
Oh, yeah.
I like
Fun.
doing things that are like weird and out of the box. And not everyone's comfortable doing that or would put their uncomfortability aside and try it. So Yeah, I guess they didn't really like inspire me because I've always wanted to do it, and they just did it, and it's like, yes, that's what I want to do, not the pizza, but like they did it. One of my favorite ones is like the chiropractor episode. That was really funny with them. They pretended to be chiropractors. I mean, they didn't pretend to be chiropractors, but Mark bought this Chiropractor 101 book and was reading it, and he's like, Ethan, take off your shirt. And then for the whole, not the whole video, but like for his part, he was like doing chiropractor stuff on Ethan's head, and Eamon's like, I'm so glad that Ethan took off his shirt for this, because he didn't need to, and it was just unnecessary. But it was really funny when they like acknowledged that. It's just, they're just really funny all together. And I'm sure there's definitely other people that helped with Unus Annus. But I definitely like, the more just them hanging out, the three of them, than like the fancier, dancier videos at the end. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's inspirational to watch friendships.
Yeah. It's like, I want that.
Yeah, several of the ones on my list actually, I think that's a part of why I like them is the same. It's seeing people. I think. Wait, is my next? Yeah, my next one falls to that too.
Oh. And so that's the only thing. Also, the cooking with sex toys one was kind of funny too.
What?
I know. Wait, have you not heard of that?
No, I didn't watch. I watched like one episode, and I don't. Oh, they were on a trampoline or something. Was that in Unus? I'm just scared. I don't know how to pronounce the name of it.
Unus Annus. You're
Unus
good.
Annus.
You can, yeah, that's good. Trampoline. They might have. I just don't recall. I think maybe like a mini trampoline. Was it a mini trampoline?
Yeah, there was something where I don't know. One of them was upside down. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Oh, they did like acrobats thing.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. But like just like experiencing cool things like that, or just like let's see if you can cook with sex toys. There is a part at the end of the video that's really funny, and I'll just show you because it makes the video. If you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
So yeah, and
I wish I saw it. It was such a. I mean, I wouldn't want to like delete it at the end of the year, but making a video every day for a year sounds like such a cool, fun concept.
Yeah, it's hard.
I like when people do things for a year.
Yeah, it is cool. It's like you get to see like if they change or how they change or how they stay the same. Like it is really cool. Like sort of documentary. I don't like documentaries. I'm not gonna get into my reasoning. Well, I can just say usually they have like agenda, and then I'm not saying all documentaries, but most documentaries where I've seen is that they'll get clips to fit that agenda rather than like presenting both sides or all sides. So that's why I don't like documentaries. Unless it's about animals. Because there's not necessarily...
Oh, I love animal documentaries.
Yeah! There's not necessarily
so
like... Yeah! There's not like... Aw.
Have you ever seen that show? I don't know if it counts as a documentary, but have you seen the show Too Cute?
No. I've seen
It's
a
like
parody.
Oh, yeah. The
Pokemon
I know
parody?
which parody you mean, the Pokemon, right?
Yeah. Aaron voiced the narrator. I didn't realize that.
Oh, really?
Yeah!
I didn't know that.
No, I watched it like a few years ago, and I'm like... I didn't recognize his voice, but in the description, it's like Aaron Hansen. And I'm like, oh, cool.
I should put the Game Grumps on my list. I like them. They're fun.
Yeah. So, yeah, Unus Annus just like brought a lot of joy, even though it wasn't like I was sad. It's just more happiness, you know? It's just fun.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's fun. They did like naked stuff too, like naked painting.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Painting while naked or painting people who are naked?
Both. Yes. One video was them painting each other or like drawing each other naked. Like they're naked. Like Ethan's naked and Mark drew Ethan.
Oh my.
And then they swap. And then another video is that they painted on each other, I think superheroes or something. Like, I don't know if they were fully naked. They seemed fully
I'll
naked.
never know because the channel's gone.
Yeah.
But there's like compilations, right?
True. Yes. Yes. There's like.
I'll watch some compilations.
I'll send you some good ones.
Oh, yeah.
The eggnog. There's a quote in the eggnog video that really cracks me up. Putting cookies out for Santa is the hint. So yeah, that's necessary. That's necessary. That's not the word. That's all that I kind of want to say that I can remember. So yeah, just fun times, making fun times, and doing weird things, stuff with other people, and stepping out your comfort zone. Cause like, you can't have fun out of your comfort zone. Even if you're uncomfortable, just because you're uncomfortable doesn't mean it's always a bad uncomfortability, you know? So,
Yeah.
don't let that stop you. Unless you find out it's like, nope, don't actually want to do that. Now you know you don't want to do that ever again. So,
It's true.
yeah. What's next on yours?
The next one is John and Hank Green, also known as the Vlogbrothers, also known as hosts of Crash Course and SciShow, also known as authors of several books. I found them through the Crash Course and SciShow videos. I think they also did some stuff with a channel called Mental Floss. So it was a lot of like science stuff. But their channel, the Vlogbrothers, so I should have looked this up. Okay, if I get this wrong and they're watching, sorry.
I can always edit.
How they do it is John is Tuesdays, Hank is Thursdays. They make some videos together, but for the most part, it's John uploads a video of him saying something to Hank on Tuesdays, just like whatever he's been thinking about or whatever. And in the end, he says, Hank, I'll see you on Thursday. And then Thursday, Hank makes a video of whatever he's been thinking about. And so it's kind of like they're making videos for each other, but then anyone can watch.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I really love that idea. It's like, I don't know, I really like that idea. It's a really unique and cool idea. And so they also, so their fans are called the Nerd Fighters because they're nerds. And then like, you know, you're fighting for whatever you're fighting for. So it's nerds who fight, not people who fight nerds. And then, and John and Hank are nerd fighters too. And then the whole group of everything they do is called Nerd Fighteria. So it's supposed to be like, you know, the country, a place that the nerd fighters are from. And the Nerd Fighteria has a yearly fundraiser called Decrease World Suck, where they just try and make things better in whatever way they can for that year.
Awesome.
And that's like,
I just said awesome.
oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So, and they have that as like everything they do. It's always about trying to be good and help people and help the world and do good stuff. So that's like my goal too with my everything, like when I'm writing, when I'm drawing. I love drawing for other people because yeah, it makes like happiness. And so everything the Vlogbrothers do is what I want to do. So John and Hank and John, if you ever watch this, thank you not just for the things you create, but for what you do with the things you create. You make things better, and I really admire that.
Aww. That's sweet.
And then, yeah. My next one is a channel called SBSK, which stands for Special Books by Special Kids. It's a man called Chris Ulmer. He started out as a special ed teacher. He wanted to help his students write books to talk about neurodiversity, which is neurological or mental disabilities and disorders, so like autism, ADHD, Down syndrome, and a bunch of other things. So he wanted to help them write books, so he made videos to promote it, but then he decided he wanted to focus on videos. So travels all over. He interviews people of all different ages with all different diagnosis and lets them talk about their experience. So I think that's like with what you said with documentaries sometimes, person making it has a message they want to give. But his videos, whoever he's interviewing, he lets them talk about how they want. So you're really learning a person's experience. He's not like he helps them, or they help him give feedback on what goes in the video and what doesn't, what the title of the video is, what the description of the video is. So I really like that he does that, and I love when he interviews people with the same diagnosis as me. I like being able to relate to other people. But the ones that he interviews people with different diagnosis, I really like learning about other people's experiences and hearing about them, and I think it's really cool. I hope that one day I will be old enough to try and contact him and see if he would want to interview me.
I hope he does.
It would be really cool, but I'm also really scared. But just as a person, you can see everything he does. He's kind, he's understanding, and he did this. It's not a TED Talk. It was like a TED Talk, but at Google. The video's on YouTube. We can link in the description maybe. And he talks about how when you meet someone new, instead of judging them and thinking that they're weird or whatever, you should just see it as an opportunity to expand the definition of normal, which, I don't know, I never heard anybody talk about it like that. I think that's really cool. Like, you don't have to, instead of judging, you can use it as a chance to open your own mind more, which I think is really cool.
That is cool. I really like that.
It is. I do. I don't know. Have you watched any of his videos?
I have seen his videos. I actually seen some of his videos before I met you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so happy when people have seen his stuff.
Yeah, and it's cool. I like that he gives his platform and more.
Yeah.
I don't know how to word this correctly. I had it worded in my head correctly, and how I'm saying it, it's like,
That keeps happening to me.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, but I guess it's normal now. Expand the normalcy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like that he gives opportunities to have people share themselves more, that they might not reach to a bigger audience, you know?
Yeah, it is. I
really cool.
completely agree.
And it's like,
yeah, you're saying it how I wanted to say it.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. Somebody's saying it the way I wanted to say it. That's good.
Okay, cool. But yeah, his videos are neat. The people he interviews are neat. And yeah. Expand the normalcy.
So, Chris, if you ever watch this, thank you for giving the world kindness and understanding. All the things you do, I think, are best things a person could do. And, yeah, maybe one day I'll talk about it, my experience with you, but you really change things for the better for people who are like me. You help us feel, I don't know the right word. I guess the definition of normal can get bigger. It makes us feel like we're not alone. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. It makes us feel like we're not alone, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay.
Does he do video chats?
Video what?
Video chats videos? I haven't watched.
Oh, yes, he does.
I can help you contact him when you're ready. Not saying you will contact back, but if you need some
I would
support.
like to someday. I'm very inspired by him, and what he does, I want to do, and I want to help with that. I think it's really cool what he does.
Yeah. Should I go on to my next?
Yeah, I think it's your turn now.
So my next one is Osric. He has helped me grow in so many ways that he probably will never know, and I probably won't be able to share or do justice. But I might say it something, and then like you can say yours, and then I can go back to him if you want. Like, because this is a lot.
So, for people who are watching and don't know, Osric Chau is the full name, right?
Yeah, Osric Chau. Sorry,
It's okay. No, I know who you mean, but I don't know
Yeah.
if everyone
No,
else knows.
no, thank you for cutting that in.
You can just talk about him, and yeah, we'll figure out timing. I mean, I'll let you talk first, but I do have good things to say about him too. But you can go first.
Cool. So just, wow, I'm blinking, or not blinking, just a lot. I don't know. Just him sharing himself is just really nice, and like his journey. Wow, I'm messing up words. His growth, like what he's learned, what he's learning, or just like casual things like he'll just do just because he wants, or like he's different. He'll do like things. I mean, I don't know like him personally, but just like casual things he does. It's just it's nice because I don't know, like I don't know how to word it correctly. I can like wow. Like he'll dress up and cosplay, and I think he talked about it that he wasn't like really thinking that.
Sorry, hold on.
Oh no.
Sorry, my thing fell out. Sorry.
No, you're good. So, like thinking he was a guest, but he still cosplayed. I mean, I don't know if he was nervous, but like, even if he was, he didn't let that stop him. And I thought that was really cool. And, there's like instances, I remember, so I was not necessarily in a bad car accident, but like, and like a car accident that made me sore. And when I was younger, I was very like scared of going into cars. But this incident that probably happened, Ella was probably like 1 or 2, so near 2010-ish. Ella was born in 2010. But after that car incident, I was very petrified of going into cars. Not going into, but like being in cars that are driving, because I would just be so scared. And that again be in a car accident. And also like we used to drive to Florida, and my dad is very like, will continue driving through the night even if he's feeling tired, or like he starts falling asleep at the wheels. My mom's awake, so she usually catches that. But that scares me all the time. So when we used to go to Florida, drive down, I would not sleep. Oops, sorry, Mike. Just hit the mic. Oh, my parents are home. So like that whole experience growing up really shakes me. I don't like going in cars back then.
I didn't know about that. We have a similar experience there, I guess.
Yeah. And like after the car accident, I was just really scared for the majority of riding in cars after that, and my hand was always ready for gripping the seatbelt or the handlebar. Like I do remember there have been like car rides where I just constantly hold the handlebar even if there was no car near us. That was definitely a time that I might not been constantly for years, but it felt like I would like constantly either had my hand on the seatbelt or like gripping the handlebar. Because I do remember just like holding the handlebar, but I'm not exactly sure how much of the actual car ride, compared to how much I actually remember. I don't know, but I do know it was a lot. But it was really bad. I had like really bad PTSD. Because it was like 3 years. Like, I'm not trying to water this down. Like, I was not fine. And I was always nervous driving in cars, but this just like heightened it. And it wasn't until like years later, Osric just like made a video, and he was in a rental car and he got in like an incident. No one got hurt. And but like, he's like, luckily we had like insurance on it or whatever it's called. And then he's like, we should do that again. Which was funny. And I'm like, no, don't do that. But while I was watching, that's what I felt. But he said something like during the video. It said like, you can't control everything out of your control. So just focus on the things that you can control. And like, just hearing that, but him saying that, like, within a month, slowly, like, I started letting go of, like, the handlebar and, like, the seatbelt. And, like, I was more relaxed because of, like, him just saying something like that. Like, his words is, like, magical. And
Yeah.
it's really helped, yeah. And, I don't know, just, like, just him sharing that was really healing. Within, like, a month, all that years of PTSD just like went away. I still grip like my seatbelt if like a car gets too close, but it's not like constantly, and it's not like my hand is constantly on my seatbelt. It's just I'll go for it if like a car gets too close. But like that was a normal for me before then. So, but like I don't know, it's just so nice, and that just really helped me.
It's amazing how. Oh.
No, you can talk.
Oh no, I don't want to interrupt you in the middle. I'm so sorry.
Are you interrupted?
I have to go soon.
Okay. But yeah, but that's good because like I have more stuff. But okay, part 2.
We'll be back after the break.
We'll be back after the break. Yeah, break.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
We're back.
Yeah. I know I left off, but do you want like? I have few stories that impacted me with Osric.
You can say them, and then if I can, you can say them, and then I'll say stuff, and then I can talk about him after you talk about him.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you want to like talk about other people and then come back to me because they're kind of long.
Oh.
They're kind of like, you can say like other parts if you want. Like you have 8. I have. You can count them as like more than 1 if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Do you want me to go or do you want to go?
Yeah, you can keep going. I know you started saying something about.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Oh, the car crash. How he said something about a car crash and it helped you.
Yeah. So that helped me. Yeah. He's just very comforting and makes me comfortable and feel safe. And so I kind of want to talk about the time that like. So I asked him to hang out, but there's like I kind of need to talk about before that, cause So I don't know how to summarize this in like a short way. So I might just talk about a lot of it. So essentially, I had a friend since 2nd grade. We'll call her Kristen, and she moved to a different state like between 7th and 8th grade. But we Skyped like most of every night. Since like with like way into high school, and then like the friendship kind of fell apart and whatnot. And I cut the friendship off back in 2020 January. But I was still friends with them, and I still care about Kristen, but it was just very unhealthy. There was definitely red signs, but red flags, not red signs. But just things. She's very like, she cared for me in like the wrong ways that wasn't helpful, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
But like her support wasn't helpful. She kind of like had a lot of fears and stuff about herself, and like the people around her pressured her and stuff. So she was just like, didn't want me to do things that like might make people insult me, but I'm way above okay with being weird and all that stuff, but she kind of got shunned for that. So she was just kind of acting out in fear, trying to protect me, but that's not how you protect me. So she was kind of like making me feel like I can't be myself in some moments, and that affects me. So when I came up with the idea that I wanted to ask, I'm gonna move the mic up, because why not? Ask Osric to hang out. I told her, and I was probably 20 back then. I think I was 20 back then. And knowing, like, I knew he's busy and he wasn't gonna say yes, but I wanted him to know, like, hey, I want to hang out with you. But it's kind of weird to just tell someone, it's like, I want to hang out with you without, like, like that. Just so asking them is another way to like get them realized, like, oh, that's how you see that. But I asked Kristen for like what's their opinion, and also back then I was very much, there's like a saying that there's two types of people that like motivates, like you can like, some people are motivated by like proving people wrong, and then people are motivated with support. And back then I was a lot of people told me like things like, you can't do that because of my heart condition and all that whatnot stuff. So I kind of developed that turning that into motivation. But like, I don't know, it just gets really tiring after a while. And I'm not motivated by that. I mean, once in a while I am, but not, it's just tiring. And I just kind of lose respect by some people that are like, you can't do that. And then me getting fired up like, yes, well, watch me, But it's tiring, it's like exhausting. And it's like, I don't want to live like that. But back then, that's how I was. So, I don't think she ever knew that. She just kind of told me things that I couldn't do. So I told her that was an idea that I want to hang out with. She's like, no, don't do that. And she said like a lot of things that wasn't nice. Like, I don't know how much I want to say, but like, or I probably said this all in a video before, but she's like, ever since I was little, I always wanted to write and make movies and direct. And she's one of the few things she said is like, Osric doesn't know you, he doesn't know your name, he's just being nice because that's his job. It might be true. I mean, I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true.
No, because
when I see videos of him, he just seems like he's actually nice, not like,
Yeah.
He seems genuine.
Yeah, and you can feel the difference. Like if someone's like with me, there's been a lot of people that are nice to me, but because of my heart problems, because I'm different, and you can definitely feel the difference between someone acting like that because I'm different to like genuinely caring. And that's how I feel when I'm around him, that he actually cares, generally. So Kristen said that. She's also said, like, you will never be a part of his world. Like, his career world, him acting and all that. Which is really mean, because she's known that, like, this isn't, I mean, even though it is about Roderick, it's like, taking him out of the equation. That's such a mean way, something to say to someone.
Yeah.
Like, that's my dream since I was, like, in elementary school. This is, like, way before I even met him. But again, she's just, that I have to, like, say the reason why she said that is probably because she's just scared of me failing. But I also have no conceptualize of failing or succeeding. Like, I never think that way. I don't think I can actually conceptualize failing and succeeding. Just because, like, that's not how I function. I can't process
I just
that.
do stuff. I don't think about whether I succeed or fail too much either. I just do stuff if I want to try it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I am. And it's like, so understanding, I understand where she's coming from. And I don't blame her. But she could have been, but I'm not, like, saying, like, oh, what is it called? Like, I accept, not accept, but, like, I just understand where she's coming from. But that doesn't validate what she says, if that makes sense. So, I asked my mom about her opinions, and she's like, go for it. He's probably gonna say no, but who knows, you know? And I'm like, yeah. But I was really hurt by that, and again, I probably just replied with LOL to her, because I just didn't want her to know that, like, I was hurting.
Yeah.
So, you know, red flags. And then when the day of actually being able to, like, ask him out, to hang out, hi! You wanna come up? Sorry, Bella just opened my door.
Oh, Bella.
Bella!
Hi, Bella.
Sunny says hi.
Oh, Bella.
She's knocking over all my LPSs.
Oh,
You wanna come up? You can come up. I'm gonna
come on, Bella.
close the door, because she opened it. Oh no, she's coming up. Wait, I wanna close the door before you come up. I'll be right back, AFK. Hi, do you wanna come up?
Come on, Bella.
Come here.
Special guest, Bella.
Special guest, Bella. Ooh. You good? Can you hear her?
I can. I heard it for just a second. Oh, I hope my gasping didn't cover her purring. That was loud and it was so cute.
That's okay.
Oh, I can hear her.
Hopefully her purring isn't too loud over my voice. Oh, thank you. She's cleaning my foot. Probably because she knows that I stepped in her pee earlier. But, so finally I got an opportunity. I was planning, like, in my head to ask him to hang out after the meet and greet, because the meet and greet the one that I did before, like, the last con, we kind of got to talk off the side, so I was planning on maybe doing that again, but that opportunity came forward. After this meet and greet, and he, like, you know, after the meet and greet, they go back to the green room. Well, actually, I don't know if you know that. Do you know what a meet and greet
I've never been
is?
to a con. I've never. What?
Do you know what a meet and greet is?
Approximately.
Okay.
It's like you get to go into a room with them and talk to them for a little bit or something?
Yeah. So, like, 10 fans, yeah, essentially there's, like, a round table, usually, depending on which actor you are going to meet and greet for. And then they sit at one of the seats at the table, and they kind of talk for like 45 minutes, and you can ask questions, and it's more like an intimate panel, so to speak. Sorry, I'm just looking at Bella's purring on the audio capture.
Aww.
I don't know if it's too low, but sometimes it captures things and it's not in the video. So I was, hopefully that would happen, but it didn't. We didn't have time, and as I was kind of like in the last group that left, and there was like doors in the middle of the hallway, and as I was going, I was like in the front of the last group, and then as the door was like closing, I opened the door and I saw people behind me, so I just like opened it for them and like held the door for them, because it's a nice thing to do. And I was also in my head too, and then like at the end of the group was Osric and his handler, and they walked by, and I'm like, oh, this is my chance. But like Kristen's words came back, and it's like, like sometimes people say like insults and then they just kind of grow into like words.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like that, and it's like, oh, he doesn't know me. He does, which is something that Kristen did say, like, he doesn't know you. You're just a random fan, Which is like, now thinking of it, and like looking back, it's like, Kristen, you know nothing. And and I was like, honestly was expecting him to like say, who are you? Or like, no, who are you? Just because like her words got to me. But I didn't let that stop me, and I went up to him, and I don't remember exactly like the wording per se. Like I think I went up to him and I'm like, hi, like, can I ask you a question? And he's like, hey, Jule, sure. What is it? And then he put his arm around my shoulder, and like we walked, and as I like, he said Jule, and it's like, oh, he does know my name, which is. And like, of course he does, but I don't know. It just, Kristen's words really got to me, because she's someone that I really care about and was really close to. And like, she was like the number one person in my life back then. So like, her words really meant a lot to me. But you have to be careful when like those words aren't healthy, And then I asked him, do you want to hang out? Or I think I wanted to ask him, would you ever consider hanging out with me? But I think the thing that came out is like, do you want to hang out with me? Which is close enough. And he asked me where I'm from, and I was so nervous. And again, I was expecting him to just not know who I was. So I was not expecting to get this far. So with nervousness, I defensively just told him, I don't know. And then, I know. And then he asked me where we would hang out. And I'm like, I don't know.
Oh.
I know. And then we walked and sort of talked. But that was, and again, Osric's been like really supportive of me, of writing and just being really nice. And I crave like that kind of friendship, or whatever you want to call it, of like that relationship. And it was like kind of the first time, or not like the first time. Oh, my computer's gonna die.
No.
Oh no. I mean, it's not like the first time anyone's been nice to me, but with him, it just affected me different. Could be because I have romantic feelings for him, or he's just like really helped me in other ways that it's like. Hold on, I'm trying to plug in my. Oh, okay. Laptop is plugged in. Oh, and my microphone is falling. But like, that was. And he just feels like he respects me and cares, and I respect him, and. I don't know. I don't know. How do you explain it further? Just a positive feeling. And,
Yeah.
And, that, I mean, maybe not, like, in that exact moment, but, like, the month following and the weeks following, it's like, I wrote about it. It started to make me realize, like, my friendship with Christian was unhealthy. And I don't think I ever realized that beforehand. Maybe there was, like, some, like, moments, it's like, this is too much, but it's like, I just kind of pushed those red flags away, you know? But, like, with this whole moment and realizing, like, how much Kristen's words got to me and how much, like, I take her words and, like, it affects me, and it's not true. Her fears and worriedness are not mine, you know?
Yeah.
Because it is. It's like, when people talk about, like, toxic friends and friendships, they kind of make them sound like the big bad monster that's using you for their own good and, like, using you as a pawn in their own game. But they don't, could be true, but they also don't talk about that a toxic, unhealthy friend could be just someone that loves and cares about you in all the unhealthy ways for you. And, like, that moment really helped me see what's happening. I mean, it like, kind of, like, cracked the glass that was between the obscuring the truth for me, if that makes sense. It wouldn't be, like, another 3 years or so that I, like, finally get rid of break up the friendship. It might have been 4, I don't know. But yeah, I also remember, like, Eric also was like, and again, I want to go back to, like, I haven't had, like, other friends, but it's not like my ex. I was thinking about it because my ex was like, we would tell anything to each other, but I wouldn't tell them everything, if that makes sense, until, like,
Yeah.
Eric came into picture. He was like a friend that I told everything and anything. And I do remember one of the things with Kristen, she banned me from talking about my own writings. And I'm a writer, so I like to talk about my writings. And she banned, like, me talk about My Little Pony, Supernatural, because she just got really annoyed, and I should respect that. But you shouldn't. I don't know. I don't think friends should ban topics, especially if it makes them happy. Like, you don't have to, like the topic or know the topic, but it's like, if it makes you happy. Like, I love hearing you talk about, like, Yu-Gi-Oh, even though, like, I don't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh, or, like, your fan fiction. It's like, ooh, I get to learn about it in this way, you know? That's fun.
I love talking about things that make other people happy. That's, like, the best thing to talk about. It doesn't matter if I know about it or not.
Yeah.
And I've actually found that with my special interests or just things I get focused on, it very often comes from friends. Like, I know I would have loved Yu-Gi-Oh and Supernatural anyways, but my brain connects Yu-Gi-Oh with one of my friends and Supernatural with you, so it's like I love it on another level because someone who's important to me, it's important to them, so it becomes even more important to me.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah. That also, like, makes sense, because there are, like, things that, like, I love, and then, like, I get to enjoy it with them, or, like, it reminds me of them, and it's like, ooh, I get to enjoy it more. But I remember, like, showing, me and my ex used to write fan fiction together, but I never really showed them my writing. I don't know if I even had, like, actual writing to show back then either. I mean, clan always existed, but clan's kind of, like, iffy. But showing, like, things with Eric, and I remember in the beginning, I'm not friends with Eric anymore, but, I showed him this, and I'm like, can I show you another thing? Like, that's okay if you don't want to, but I just want to show you if you want. And he's like, yeah, go for it. It's not necessarily my type of writing, but I like seeing what he wrote. And I'm like, I was so surprised how nice he was. And I'm like, why are you so nice about this? And he's like, we're friends. And that was the first time I realized, like, oh, this is what a friendship should feel like. Just because I was so used to the friendship with Kristen, and it's like, oh. And I mean, I definitely had a friendship with my ex, but it was different with Eric. Yeah. But yeah, so Osric helped me realize that my best friend that was, like, really close, and I still care for them. I really hope they do find happiness and find the people, their own people. It's just we became not each other peoples anymore, and it was like we were just holding on because we knew it was better back then, if that makes sense. It's kind of like that BoJack quote with about a TV show. You just kind of watch the TV show because it was really good back then, but it was just kept getting bad and worse, and then not necessarily the ending makes sense, but like, yeah. I have other things about Osric, but like, do you want to talk about like other people first, and then I can get back to it?
Yeah, I can talk about my next one.
Okay.